Oh, yeah, pipe smokers, yeah. This is the Paul Gilson YouTube channel, and I'm Paul Gilson, aka Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. Thank the Lord. Got my pipes and cigars shirt on that my daughter bought me. And so, happy Friday, yeah. Man, I'll tell you what, I ordered a bunch of pipes today, the unfinished ones that I'm going to make Gilson pipes. I called, and just for the little Gilson logo to stamp on the pipe is like $150. It's like, whoa, man. But it's going to be done right. I could have made it at the shop, but then I got to go through all the red tape of talking to the owner, the plant manager, and then getting it done. And I'd just rather spend the 150. So, yeah, as I was saying, like these pipes, okay, this is the billiards that I'm selling, or not billiards, the Canadians that I'm selling, okay, and they do have some of them. They're all different. They all have little flaws. You can see there's still some carnauba wax in there, and I thought they're just tiny. They're tiny, tiny, tiny. I'm going to get the wax out of there. I'll polish the wax out of there so you won't see that. This side has nothing. But I figured, I'm not going to put wood putty and stuff in there. They're so tiny and minute. But the thing is, with these pipes, I'm taking and I'm doing the honey treatment on them. You'll notice when you smoke the first bowl and even a little bit into the second bowl, you're going to have a little bit of a burning taste, just like an aftertaste. What that is the honey that's in there, that's in the briar, very thin coat, and it soaks into the briar. That's that burning, and so it's creating a lot of carbon buildup in your pipe fairly quickly. So you will taste that. I'm not going to pre-smoke every pipe that I make and break it in, so you get a little bit of an aftertaste. So what I wanted to see how one of these Gilson pipes smokes with some plug tobacco in it. Not every pipe will smoke plug tobacco good, no matter how you prepare it. So I decided to go with the spark plug. And if anybody's wondering what plug tobacco is, you can look at this as a piece of plug tobacco. And so you look at the side, you can see there's probably 600 tobacco leaves in there, whatever the blend is. Okay, what they do is they take one leaf, stack it, stack another leaf, stack another leaf. And then what they do is they press it under enormous pressure. I'm guessing probably somewhere around 1,500 pounds per square inch. And what it does is it crushes everything together, all the juices from the different tobacco leaf blends, they marry. And that's what you end up with, You can see that's a tobacco leaf right on the top there. And this stuff is strong. This spark plug, if you're not a heavy-duty Latakia lover, this will kick your ass. I gave some of this, I gifted a tin of it to a buddy of mine, Paul, out of Lockport, and he texted me, he's like, holy jeez. He says, I love it. It's strong. So I have some of that in here. Let's start it on fire. Little char light there. Kind of pack this bowl a little loose. There we go. We tightened her up. Oh, yeah. One thing with the plug tobaccos, they are a little moist, you know. They maintain the water. I probably should have rubbed this out, let it sit on my kitchen table for about 15-20 minutes, and then lit it up. So I'm not constantly relighting the pipe. That's what happens if your tobacco is too damp. And by the way, this is 4 years old. Oh yeah. Smokes plug great. That'll break this pipe in good. Now this one didn't really have too many little anomalies in the briar. That's not bad. This side doesn't have any. That side has a couple tiny ones that you can see. Real tiny. They're so tiny. I don't want to fill them up with wood putty. I just want to leave the briar in its natural state. That's good. This isn't even overheating yet. I'm smoking this like a train. Every other pipe, if I smoked it like that, this bowl would be so hot it would be hard to hold on to. I'm not feeling that. It's starting to get somewhat warm, but nothing like it normally would. And I've smoked a lot of pipes. So cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. We're going to be back in a nanosecond. Okay, so we're back. So I think what we're going to do, I've got a bunch of pipes here in inventory. I think we're going to have Paul's pipe of the week. One that I'm just going to blow out. Somebody's going to get a smoking deal on. And this pipe actually is a made in Italy La Rocca Canadian pipe. No teeth chatter. That stem is perfect. Only little tiny blemish I could find is up here on the top. It's got a little bit of a dark mark where the guy was lighting the pipe, and it kind of curves in just a tiny bit. Once you build up some cake on that, get that pipe broken, that'll go away. I thought about sanding the bowl down about 3 millimeters and then redressing the bowl, but I'm not going to do that. That's a gorgeous pipe. That's a great smoker. She's and this is a pretty long Canadian. This one is 7 inches long. That pipe is Paul's pipe of the week. The first guy to text me that says, I want that pipe, it's a La Rocca. All right. First guy to text me that says, I want that pipe, I'm going to send you money, gets it for $50. $50, no tax, and I'll ship it to you for free. $50. Where are you going to get a Canadian like that for $50? And I've smoked this many times. It's a great smoker. It's time for someone to get a little blessing. $50. Yeah. There it is. Cheers. Somebody's going to get a great pipe. It feels so good in the hand, too. It just does. Yeah, beautiful pipe. Man, look at that. Nice and rusticated. I don't see any factory fills that I can tell. That's a gorgeous pipe. So yeah, that's Paul's pipe of the week. We're going to do that, I think, every week, where I'm going to pick a pipe, just blow it out just over cost, and somebody will get a great pipe for a great price. You know? Yeah. I got to restart this spark plug, because I'm loving this. Yeah. Oh, this is good. Probably should have rubbed her out a little better. Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, so I just called up, and if anybody wants to know, I'm trying to think of the company's name, that I get this stamp you just press into the wood. I got to have it perfectly centered. My logo for the Gilson pipes is just going to show Gilson in cursive. And then I'm going to have the bowl numbers stamped on the bottom. I thought about using a wood burner, but you're not going to get the same look. My friend Brian Kelnitz, who doesn't live too far from here, he's just outside of Buffalo, New York. He's a pipe maker, been doing it for like 40 years. He uses a wood burner, with a fine little point like this. But what he does is he'll put right on the bottom of the pipe in tiny letters, handmade by B. Kelnitz. So, but I don't want to do that. I want to have a nice logo. Oh man. Spark plug. If you like a really good, strong Latakia blend, this GLP spark plug is unbelievable. Like I said, that tin's aged for 4 years. I remember when I first got that, I had a roommate at the time, and he comes home and he's like, "What smells like oil?" Because it does. They made this tobacco to be reminiscent of the British roadsters in the UK. They wanted it to smell like a mechanic's shop, and it does. It's a good smell. The room note's unbelievable. Should have let this stuff dry out and chopped it up finer. What are you gonna do? That's what happens when you get in a rush with plug tobacco. You don't want to do that. You want to take your time. But what are you going to do? I was in a hurry to get it in there. So what do you guys think about the pipe of the week thing? Paul's pipe pick of the week. where I pick one of my pipes and just sell it for dirt cheap. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that, you know, they got a mortgage, a car payment, you know, a family, they're buying diapers for their kids. So it's like, you know, their budget might be only 30, 40, 50 bucks, which is fine. You can get a great smoker for that. Jay, I still haven't picked the money up at Walmart that you sent me like 2 weeks ago for that pipe. I'll pick it up tomorrow. Yeah. Well, the past week has been kind of rough. I mean, you know, driving home from the Indian reservation, full tank of gas, and my gas tank basically almost falls out of this old Honda I've been driving for 2 years. So then I got to take Monday off. I had to take Monday off, get that car with fuel that was still basically leaking out of here. Called my buddy at the junkyard. He gave me $285 for it. And then, you know, I had to take, you know, that Monday off and go buy my car, my Subaru. Then the next day, had to have, you know, a buddy of mine follow me home, drive the truck home. Next day, pick up the car, you know. So it's like, I have a giveaway that I should have done last Sunday for some Two Friends Celtic Mist. I didn't forget about that, and we will do that giveaway. I apologize. This whole car thing's been out of my control, and it's just oh yeah, there we go. This pipe smokes so freaking good. Man, look at that thing. That's just a gorgeous pipe. That's a Gilson. You know, like I was saying before, when you put your mouth on a bit of a pipe, it should feel like you're putting your mouth on butter. No sharp edges. Just nice and smooth. Oh, yeah. That's great. Now, let's see. Cheers again. Ah. So, that's our pipe of the week. Paul's pick of the week. Who's gonna get it? Around and round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Anyways, I'm Paul the Pipe Guy. Thanks for tuning in. I got all of your pre-orders. Your names are all written down for the Gilson pipes. You'll get them, but you'll have to be patient. Remember, it's a pre-order. I'm not requiring any money down. And then the pipes are going to go up from 70. I decided to make them 80. Originally, I thought 100. Then I was like 90. So, you know, anyone that puts in after this, instead of 70, These pipes are going to be, they'll be 80 bucks, no tax, delivered to you. I pay all the shipping, and they're great pipes. And they're phenomenal smokers. I was telling one of my buddies, I says, man, I've owned Dunhills, I owned several Savinellis. These Gilson pipes smoke better than anything that you're going to spend $200, $300, $400 on. They do. I wouldn't lie to you. I couldn't believe it myself when I first lit this one up and was like, oh my, whoa, that thing smokes like unbelievable. It's actually the best smoking pipe that I have. Second best smoking pipe I have is the Rhodesia that my buddy Mark Hill gifted to me. Well, I got to get to work. Lots of things to do. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Pipe smokers, over and out.